So as a professional, when I realized, I take a time to move on, I moved on. Money was not always the criteria, but 5 and 6 years is a good enough journey to help the company grow, help do your bit, nobody else. If you take the problem head on, it will solve itself. One of the first things my boss and Shawal has taught me was, do you have a problem or you are the problem?
Exactly.
If you answer that honestly to yourself, you're responsible and answerable for it, even though you don't control it. Like, for example, you don't control the airlines. You don't control the shipping lines. If they make any mess, you're answerable for it. Answerable in the sense that you are the first person to inform your client, this has happened, we're trying to rectify. Networking is my strength. My international partners are with me for the last 15, 20 years. Many of them have. So sustain relationship and friendship over a long period of time is the trick of this trade. And that is the only milestone I can say, because figures don't matter. That can vary from person to person a lot. So you take responsibility. You know what to do. You know where is the problem. You're able to pinpoint and solve it straight away. So that is the challenge. Your observation has to be very key. Today, if you find there are at least 15, 20 guys who have worked under me in those days, and today they are maybe in a better position than me. But that's something I feel happy about, because they have done well in their life and they're doing well. So I give them that benefit. Yes, you worked hard. Youngster who wants to join this trade, there is I told you, level of commitment which is required, and you must feel happy that you are in this trade.
Yeah.
I've been 37 years now. I never felt why I am in this trade. Every day is a new experience. Every new shipment is a transaction. Every transaction is a new experience. Imagine you are an exporter. You're asking me, I have a height of 155 centimeters. I want you to send it tomorrow in Emirates flight from here to Dubai. It's a passenger flight. Cannot go.
Good.
Straight. Sorry, sir, it cannot go. If you say that and then tell him it cannot go like this, it will go in this flight, is what a customer will understand it. You know the job. You're not just asking, give me cargo, please give me cargo. No. You come here with a knowledge of what can go, what cannot go, how it will go, where it will go, when it will go. If you clear your mind as to what segment you want to be, you have to make the most of it and succeed there.
So welcome to the Logistics Spotlight. Today we are here with another episode with yet another inspiring guest, and this episode is sponsored by lookforintern.com, where you can find internship based out of logistic industry. If you're a company or a person who's looking for an internship, that's the right place to go. We welcome Mr. Venugopal Reddy, Managing Director, RC Forwarders India Private Limited. Hi, sir.
Hi, thank you for having me.
So what inspired you to start your own freight forwarding company, and how has the initial inspiration taken place?
I started my career in 1988 as a management trainee, fresh out of college. And that company was the pioneer of Indian forwarding industry in those days. It's called Gordon Woodruff Limited, a Chevrolet group company. And back then there were no automation. We had only typewriters. No emails, fax was there, but telex rolls were there. Having started my journey through that, and what I've seen it evolve over the years into tech dependent and highly technology oriented today. Without computers and laptops, you're totally, very difficult to run this industry. What inspired me was in my assignments with different companies, I was yearning for that space where I could perhaps excel more than what I have done. And that's when, after 2018, I decided, time has come that I should look at a venture of my own and offer a platform to young professionals and other members of the trade, colleagues, something everybody misses when you're in a large company, a platform which allows you to excel. That was a single motto with which I started this. We acquired this company, RC Forwarders, back in 2018. And from a scratch to what we are today, it's been a wonderful journey. We just started with just 4 people. Today we have 48 people all over India and 5 branches. Every license that is required to compete with the best in the industry we have acquired. We have IATA, we have a custom license, we have authorized economic operator certificate, we have MTO license with FMC bond. So name it, we have. And then we also became members with many global organizations, networks which offer you partnerships in different countries without having to have your own office. That comes at a cost, but then that is something every forwarder needs it. I was among the early birds who went extensively to networkings. Right from 2001, I've been traveling across the globe, attending conferences, meeting overseas partners. And that has helped us to sustain our business, and we have expanded on that. And I'm happy that the journey has been quite successful so far. The inspiration came from what I did not get in my jobs where I was working. Small things, but that freedom to go beyond that, take the initiative, take the lead. Sometimes in a large organization, it is not possible. I don't blame them. But then as a professional, you need that to excel. So that is what I have managed to provide to my team. And that was the inspiration what made me start this company. And it's been 6 years now. We have God's grace, we are doing well, we are expanding, we have set our sights on bigger things, and hopefully we should succeed.
So as you told us, the simple spark was, the creative freedom to start your own company. So what is the USP of RC Forwarders?
USP of RC Forwarders is any professional who wants to join us is welcome on board. Any youngster who wants to join us is welcome on board. We are not a training school, which means you must have had hands-on experience working in different companies, and you excel in some activity. And we provide you that platform which can take your initiative to next level. And that platform is freedom, transparency, and exposure. When I started this, I was the only one traveling and attending conferences. Now, almost 8 or 10 of us are traveling different parts of the world, attending conferences. So my team is traveling with me. And slowly, I would like to see more and more members go abroad, walk the talk, and bring in, generate business. So this is what is, it's a platform. Yes. It's a platform for you to excel. But if you are just coming here to pass time, you may feel exposed very soon. That is also there. But if you are there, if you're genuine, I've not seen anybody fail in my last 6 years of journey, except 1 or 2 odd cases. Everybody has. And they don't want to leave and go because they will not get this anywhere else. Few thousand here and there, people don't leave me and go. So that's my confidence in allowing people to perform. People say, people will take away your business and go. I said, no. If somebody is capable of controlling a business and taking away, it is the success of that person. Okay. So I don't grudge him. That's very nice. So the freedom comes with responsibility and accountability. Yes, of course. Then, of course, remuneration and everything is to the industry standard. So as a small company, but we have pitched ourselves among the die-hard professionals of the trade.
Very beautifully said. So before starting your own company, acquiring the company, you must have had extensive experience in other companies. So how was your professional journey and what impact did it make when you started your own company?
I've worked average of 5 to 6 years in almost all the 5 or 6 companies that I worked. People didn't want me to leave. Many of them wanted me back. Mm-hmm. But then when I decide to move on, it's for a reason that you get stagnated as a professional. The organization also doesn't match up to what you want to do. That is when one decides to move. Not for money. Money is okay. Money is also important. But the main factors, you need that extra freedom, which allows your initiative to sustain itself, and the management is happy that you have taken the initiative. But you know how it is. Over a period, organizations tend to get into a routine thing. Very rarely you get an opportunity. And it's a huge big organizations will have this. You can't blame it them. It is their business. So as a professional, when I realized, I take a time to move on, I moved on. Money was not always the criteria, but 5 and 6 years is a good enough journey to help the company grow, help do your bit, and move on.
So you must have acquired a lot of skills and qualities along the way as you worked with few companies. So what do you think are some of the skills that helped you succeed as a founder?
Is in this trade, there are few things which are basic to your survival.
Okay.
One is communication skills.
Yes.
Second is availability to your client. You're being available to your client at the beck and call. It means sometimes odd hours, sometimes difficult times, but then you must be available to your client. You can't run away from it and say, no, I'm here, I'm busy there. No. The third is face the problem upfront. Many people tend to shy away, put the blame on somebody else. If you take the problem head on, it will solve itself. One of the first things my boss and Shawal has taught me was, do you have a problem or you are the problem? If you answer that honestly to yourself, I'm sure many of us will correct their approach, or the situation, they can handle it better. So this is what is the basic philosophy I have worked. The other thing, most important thing is, since it is connected with international trade, you must be abreast with all the happenings around in the globe, the shipping line, the routes, what route you cannot go, what route you can go, which is a sanctioned country, which is not, what are restricted items. So this is a general knowledge which you acquire over the years. I don't say that for a youngster who is just out of college will have this, but he must have the penchant to look at these information apart from routine cargo job. It's a basic cargo job, basic transaction. Somebody's cargo you're moving and handing over. But then the science behind it, the efforts behind it, a whole lot of people who handle it. And many times you're responsible and answerable for it, even though you don't control it. Like, for example, you don't control the airlines. You don't control the shipping lines. If they make any mess, you're answerable for it. Answerable in the sense that you're the first person to inform your client, this has happened, we're trying to rectify it, and do your best to see how the situation can be secured. So in the times of crisis only you realize who is the real professional in this trade. Many people struggle at that point and try to avoid, put the blame. So you have to face it upfront, stand up for your client, and then client will not forget you for the rest of his life. Business, ups and downs, competition, everything is there. But once you have made a relationship, it will not leave you so easily. So they will not forget how good you have been to them. Mistakes will happen, problems will come, will go. And those are things which are routine to the trade. You cannot avoid them. Anybody says, I'm avoiding, no, cannot be done. So that is the main criteria which any professional who wants to be in this trade has to acquire. Third, you must like this job.
Okay.
It is painful sometimes. 4 o'clock in the morning, Australian wakes up. 12:30 in the night, American wakes you up. They say, what is this? 24/7. No. That much, if you like the job, you will not go wrong. you will be happy and you will do well. And I think many of the people who are doing it are already doing it similarly, and they are successful. So that's the basic thing. Many youngsters today are not ready for that challenge. That is the challenge for us also, to get fresh blood, fresh talent into our field.
So, can you highlight some of the milestones that you have faced along the way to help you in this journey?
Okay. When I joined at the age of 22, within 1 year, I was divisional manager
Okay.
in Chevrolet's group. Within 1 year of confirmation.
You joined as a manager
Management
trainee.
trainee.
Oh, okay.
Within 1 year, I was 2 levels up and had controlled lot of other activities other than freight forwarding also. I had one part of activity which was controlling the leather factory. The Woodruff had a leather factory as well. So I was commercial manager of that as well. So leather, international trading. That was the biggest thing for me at a very young age. That success helped me, gave me an exposure at all levels, whether it is banking, finance, export documentation, marketing, at all levels. And that has perhaps helped me to grow in my career as I've come along. Success in the sense, sales, I have been successful. That's why, otherwise you won't be surviving in this field. Networking is my strength. My international partners are with me for the last 15, 20 years. Many of them are personal friends. Whether we do business or not, we meet wherever possible when we are abroad. Business comes because of these relationships. So sustained relationship and friendships over a long period of time is the trick of this trade. And that is the only milestone I can say, because figures don't matter. That can vary from person to person. But then this is the success I've had. That networking is our strength, and that remains till date my strength.
So, in a year that you have moved 2 positions up or 2 sectors up, how did it happen?
I think I did well. I'm sure
Was
I did
there
well.
anything special?
I used to take the initiative. I used to take the ownership. I used to take lead and take on me responsibilities which many people would hesitate. But I took responsibilities head on. You can imagine, we had a peculiar situation where a lot of cargo will be coming by international airlines to Chennai airport, but we don't have any document, because what has come in the fax machine is white paper. There's nothing. And the what has come through telex is again garbled messages. So read all those messages, prepare the documentation with a set of about 15 or I think 16 typewriting machines, so that the cargo can be delivered to the actual buyer. This was nightmare, because you don't know what is happening. And airport charges are high, storages will charge. So I've handled problems from those days. So that kind of exposure has helped me a lot. So you take responsibility. You know what to do. You know where is the problem. You're able to pinpoint and solve it straight away. That is the challenge. Your observation has to be very keen. Your observation of all the activities that happen with any transaction has to be very keen. And you have to take that mile, extra walk, extra step to see that your customer gets what he wants.
So, as a management trainee, as you described, were you into documentation alone, or sales was part of your role?
We had a 3 months schedule in the trainee. It started with finance, accounts, then documentation, then 6 months of training, of marketing, hardcore marketing. So where we asked to travel, go meet clients, face them, develop a relationship, see if you can generate business, that kind of relationships we were asked to. I think I succeeded there. So that's where I was placed to level up. And then today, if you find, there are at least 15, 20 guys who have worked under me in those days. And today they are maybe in a better position than me. But That's something I feel happy about, because they have done well in their life and they're doing well. So I give them that benefit. Yes, you worked hard and you've done well. But back in the mind, I have the satisfaction. Yes, this guy worked with me. I only brought him into the trade. I only gave him the way. So that satisfaction remains.
So, the early part of your career, you've become a person who takes leadership. So, what do you think is your leadership style and how has it shaped your current team?
I am a very easy person to work with. I can go down to the level of a clerk. I can go up to the level of any senior manager. So that flexibility to communicate yourself and put forward how you want your team to act has been there with me from beginning. And I'm able to relate to the clerk's problem down the line where he can go wrong, and I tell him, don't do this, you will go. And I have the experience and knowledge to tell my senior management staff also, don't do this. This may not be workable for us. And I still allow them the freedom to decide what they want to do, how they want to do. And second point is, I tell them, once a mistake is an experience, next time the same mistake shall not be repeated. So if you follow that, team will be happy. I don't like breathing down somebody's neck and asking, what are you doing? No. I'm a giver of freedom. I'm a giver of, as I told you, it's a platform. It's a platform. Mic is yours, stage is yours. Go perform. So that has helped me. And that is how I was allowed by my bosses initially. They gave me the freedom. So they allowed me the initiative. So I have managed to give that back to my team now. And they're doing well.
Okay. So, what are the innovations that has, taken place in the logistic industry, and how is ADC Forwarders taking it forward in the country?
There is a lot of software integration now. Customs is integrated to you. Airlines are integrated into you. So you have almost everybody has a software which is linked to all the stakeholders. You must have a team, and you also must learn that. I'm not a tech guy, but we managed to learn those. Then there are soft skills with like presentations, your data analysis, Excel. Excel is the biggest tool which most of us ignore, but then that is the best tool. You don't need any software. If you're good at it, you know how to manipulate an Excel. Sadly, that is one part is not being implemented by many. Even I am a weak in that. But then I can see my youngsters who are with me, they are good in it, and I encourage them to do it. So technology-wise, yes. Now that people are talking of AI, then your websites are linked to tracking links, which means a customer need not go and approach many people. One stroke, he gets it. All the information has to be provided at the stroke of a button. This is what automation is doing. But then somewhere down the line, the human touch cannot be missed. How much ever mail you send, and then he will still expect a call from you. So that part, I still insist with my team that you must not ignore a mail. I don't want to. I've done my job. No, you have not done your job till you have spoken to him. And maybe he has not seen it. Possible. So pick up a call, tell him I've sent a mail, just go through it. If you still need anything else, let me know. That one step helps you, your interaction with the customer, any problem will get, people will understand that, yes, there is somebody who's behind the job. And sometimes you need an extra effort in this trade. I'll give you an example. We had a shipment from London to Bombay. It was stuck in Istanbul. Istanbul had snow issues. Runway was very slippery. Flights were getting cancelled. Consignee was worried because it's a huge cargo and his production was getting held up. Then everybody was, then said, what do we do? The local guy was not able to answer. I searched the net, somehow got hold of the cargo guy who loads the flight. I did. It took me, I think, almost 24 hours. Just been browsing, calling odd number here and there. Finally, I got hold of it. I told him, boss, my job is at stake. Please help me. So what do you want? I said, this cargo is lying here for 3 days, 4 days, not moving. You know the problem. I said, I know the problem. 4 days is too long. Help me with at least today's flight. He looked at it. He said, no, I can't do it today. Tomorrow I will do it. He said, can I take your word? He said, go. Take my word. And it came. If you sit back and say, what do I do? Airline has not done it.
Yeah.
It could have been few more days more.
Yes.
And that is the initiative which this trade needs. That is the initiative. And then if you have partners other countries, if some cargo is stuck in their country, you can ask them to help.
Wow.
So this is all about taking that extra initiative, being alive to the situation, trying to solve the situation. And you know it's beyond you. Despite that, sometimes problem may not get solved. But at least you must have that effort made, and 9 out of 10 times you'll succeed. I'm sure you'll find a solution. And this is what has helped me a lot in my career.
So I can very clearly see that you're a person who takes extra step and go an extra mile for your customers and all of that. But I want to understand, during the initial stage of starting air-sea forwarders, what are some of the challenges that you faced and how did you come over that?
Okay, being a first-generation entrepreneur, money is the biggest challenge. To raise money, working capital was the biggest challenge. We overcame step by step. My overseas partners also helped by paying the bills little more advanced than the normal credit terms. So on that sense, we start from scratch into what we are today has been a journey which has sustained itself. I don't say it will happen every time I do it, no. But this one journey has been very smooth. And then banks, of course, later realized, yes, it's a viable venture. And they started supporting. But then to scale it up to next level, again, you need capital. So that is one challenge where any entrepreneur will face in India. Unless he has a backing with huge funds or assets. First generation entrepreneur who is just average middle class family, maybe doing well as a professional, but then without much backing will find that challenge. That is the first challenge. Second is to attract talent. Too small company, why will people come to you? They'll be working in a much bigger company and they'll be scared of coming, and you don't know whether salary will come on time or not. So those are things which I encountered. But then my personal reputation has been good. People know me well. And I could perhaps attract some talent which joined me. And then, of course, from there on, word of mouth, people have come. And today we are 48 people. So these two things are the biggest things. Talent. Who will come? Who will join you? Nobody will come. They say you're too small. Whether I'll get my salary, I don't know. A fair question. I don't judge them. And these are the two basic challenges. And third is, of course, your confidence in business. The first two will help you. You will struggle with the running of the company. The main thing is, do you have enough business to sustain these costs? If you are sure of that, go for it.
So, what advice would you give for people who are trying to come into entrepreneurship, start their own companies or ventures?
That's a tough one. Okay. No, as I told you, first, do you have the finances to sustain? If you are a fresher to the trade, don't start. If you have had an experience in decent companies, at least 10 years, don't even think of starting. Unless you have other team members who are part of the trade and they are helping you, no. Otherwise, no. And don't just start because you want to start some business. This is a different industry. The margins are low. High turnover, low margin industry. At the end of the day, what you're left with is 4 to 5% commission of the freight. Your turnover may be in hundreds of crores, but what do you get? After all the expenses, what do you get? Nothing. So, and one bad debt can take you out. So, you will have to, unless you have that experience, you know which segment is good or which is not, it will be difficult for a fresher to get into this. Second, for any youngster who wants to join this trade, there is I told you, level of commitment which is required, and you must feel happy that you are in this trade.
Yeah.
It's been 37 years now. I never felt why I am in this trade. Every day is a new experience. Every new shipment is a transaction. Every transaction is a new experience.
So, what is some advice that you would like to give to people who wants to come inside this industry?
Have a passion for international trade. International trade is which country with India has FTA, the information, the knowledge. You have to read newspapers, you have to read Economic Times or Business Hindu, or even web, you can browse it. But you need to spend quality time on the web instead of just social media or other things. Do that. Find quality time for this as well. Second, your transactional knowledge. What is an export? What is an import? What are the restrictions? Export-import policy. You must read and understand as you go along. I don't say you will learn it immediately, but you must have a flair for it. Certain things are not allowed. Certain things are allowed. Why they are allowed, why they are not allowed. So you don't get into a problem where you take up something, you can't do it. So these are the practical knowledges which is required. And then the transaction itself. What is an export? Which country? What are the terms? Whether it is CAD site, LC, DAP, DP, payment terms. No, those are payment terms. Then Inco terms are XWAS, FOB, DAP, DDP, those kind. These knowledges are important. And fourth, last one is, if you're a shipping line, if you are in the shipping ocean freight division, you must know your containers. What can go in a container, what cannot go, what are the internal dimensions of a container, what is a flat track, what is an open top, what is a regular, what is a reefer, these kind of dimensions. The basic is not very difficult. I think once or twice you will have to go through and it will come to you like a back of your hand. For the air freight guys, the type of aircraft that are coming, what is a narrow body, what is a wide body, where can this cargo go in this flight, can this cargo go in another flight, do I need a 747 or a 777? For air freight guys with passion, will have this information like this. And if you have it, you will not fail because you can discuss with your client. Imagine you are an exporter. You're asking me, I have a height of 155 centimeters. I want you to send it tomorrow in Emirates flight from here to Dubai. It's a passenger flight. Cannot go. Straight. Sorry, sir, it cannot go. If you say that and then tell him it cannot go like this, it will go in this flight, is what a customer will understand that you know the job. You're not just asking, give me cargo, please give me cargo. No. You come here with a knowledge of what can go, what cannot go, how it will go, where it will go, when it will go. The schedules, how many flights, how many freighters. The freighter is a wide, and again you have a medium-sized freighter or a big freighter. This is again commercial knowledge, general knowledge, which if you have a keen eye, you will definitely get it. Not very difficult. Even flight trackers can give you. They can give you where is the flight also. So that's what, you need to have a keen eye.
Okay.
And then if you have a client discussion with the client, unless you are aware of this, client can know that you are just begging for cargo, not selling a service. He will hesitate. And this is the problem with youngsters today. They are not able to pitch this kind of, you're not able to engage with a discussion with the client, or not very few of them are really standing up to it. Rest are all struggling. And then in the end, it's some new job comes, offer comes, they switch and move on. This is a problem. Honestly, I've seen it, faced it. But no. MBA, logistics, shipping and logistics. I don't want to criticize them, but then that's a course on offer. They're studying in hope of something, but very badly designed courses. So somebody has to look into it holistically and see how do we get good graduates into our trade. When I started, it was 12th pass. Graduates were very less in the trade. Most operational team were 12th pass. Maximum graduate would be very rare. And we were postgraduate that time.
Yeah.
So you can imagine the gap. Now, the gap is narrowing down. You are people getting qualified and educated people now. But then the orientation, the required and the flair for it is somewhere missing. And that is something I think many of us, including few of my colleagues, are attending colleges, giving lecture to students. I also attended a college and gave my insight into what to expect, what do you expected to do, what all you have to know. We are doing our bit, but process is slow. And logistics is a very vague term. Logistics, everything. You move anything, it's logistics. Freight forwarding is one part of logistics, but heart of logistics.
I say this.
So we are the key of international logistics. Then you have domestic logistics, transporters, courier companies, international logistics. So if you clear your mind as to what segment you want to be, you have to make the most of it and succeed there.
So thank you so much for sharing your insights. We have come to the end of the interview. And the best part was, you telling how you have succeeded early in your life and what you did to do that, and the clarity and the simplification you had, and the proper vision that you have for your company. So thank you so much for being here
Pleasure.
with us.
Thank you for having me over. Thank you for your time.
So today we have come to the end of yet very inspiring episode with Mr. Venugopal. Thank you so much for being here with us. And we had here many inspiring stories, setbacks, challenges, and milestones. To see more videos like this and to meet more inspiring people like this, you know where to tune in. So tune in to Logistics Spotlight, share, subscribe the channel. Thank you.